If you have a car, especially an older one upgrade you might have considered is getting an Android head unit. But checking on Facebook, Android head units, especially those that come with 360 camera, starts at a whopping 28,000 pesos. We simply cannot afford that. So for our Suzuki Jimny, we had installed the ubiquitous Android AC8 227L. I am shortening this to AC8 as this is such a mouthful. The AC8 has been around for quite a long time, but is it still worth it? Let's find out. The Android AC8 has been around for quite some time now, and it has become relatively cheap. This unit is from Shopee and it costs about 4,000 pesos. Specs vary, but the one we have here is configured with 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage with a reverse camera. Be forewarned though, sellers will advertise as having a new version of Android. My unit is supposed to be Android 12, but this is just Android 8 skinned with Android 12. How do I know this? You can verify this by installing CPU-Z or device info. You can see the API level of 27, which corresponds to Oreo. If there's one word to describe this Android head unit, it would be functional. Understand that this is an old software on an old hardware, and expecting anything more than functional is moot. For example, my use case for this head unit are these 4 functions: navigation, music, dashcam monitoring, and reverse camera. For navigation, I stick mainly to Waze. Google Maps takes a very long time to boot up, so does Waze, but it's much more tolerable than Maps. Once you point to your destination, the GPS is surprisingly accurate. For music, the stock app is functional and fast, but the randomization logic seems a bit inadequate. What this means is that even if you have a library of more than 1,500 songs, it is not impossible to hear the same song twice in 2 hours. There's also no search button here. As this is Android, you can install your favorite music app. But again, the old hardware and software may take a long time to boot up. What I installed here is the Rocket Player, and I'm going to show you how long it takes. As you can see, it took a long time for the Rocket Player to load up and check new songs. I'm going to play some royalty-free music to check the sound. Understand that I upgraded my speakers as well, so the volume may be quite loud. My mic is stationed at the driver's seat, so what you are hearing is from that angle. For dashcam monitoring, I bought a cheap 1,000 pesos dashcam that pairs nicely with the head unit. This is very useful to check footage on the fly, perfect for cotton cops. For 1,000 pesos, the footage is usable especially on good lighting. We will post some dashcam videos, so make sure you subscribe if you are interested to see those footage. Last is the reverse camera. I don't actually need it given how short Pony is, but it's definitely nice to have. You can use YouTube and play videos, but the app takes too long to load. I think this is okay as watching videos while driving is distracting, not to mention prohibited. Classic in terms of its heritage that dates back up until 1970s. Samahan niyo kami sa aming trip papuntang Bataan para ipakilala sa inyo si Pony, ang aming adopted Suzuki Jimny from 2010. Considering everything, 4,000 pesos is a relatively good deal. I suggest you buy this head unit plus the reverse camera combo and have it installed through a trusted electrician. In my case, the labor cost about less than 1,000 pesos. There are even options to buy a unit with 4 cameras already, but not many electricians can install a 360 cam. If budget is a concern, this may be a better option than going to those shops who sells Android 360 cam package at a minimum of 28,000 pesos. I am not saying that the AC8 is better than those stores. Having a 360 camera is very useful. I'm saying that there's a cheaper way to get Android that won't break the bank. Lastly, I strongly advise against the model with 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. These models are painfully slow and it will be an excruciating experience. Thank you so much for watching. This is Norman 3000. Stay safe and use protection.